31, Brady Reese. The Razorbacks are coached by Heather Sims. He's assisted by Ryan Urban, Dan Soba, and goalie coach Justin Go. And now the starting six for your Missouri Tigers. Junior from St. Charles, Missouri, number 16, Ethan DeClose. At center, junior from St. Louis, number 14, Andrew Nash. At right wing, freshman from St. Louis, number 23, Jack Krogan. On left defense, freshman from Oak Island, Missouri, number 19, Bryce Buglow. On right defense, sophomore from St. Louis, number 4, Nicholas Sitzman. And defending your Tigers goal, sophomore from Oak Island, Missouri, number 50, Joey Christopher. Your Tigers are coached by Lon Johnson. He's assisted by Michael Smith and John Mahal. At this time, please rise if you are able and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Tiger fans, it's time to roar! M-I-C! C-O-U! M-I-C! C-O-U! M-I-C! C-O-U! Go Tigers!
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to frigid Washington Park Ice Arena. It's September 12th, and your Missouri Tigers are back for their 50th season as a hockey club. It's a historic night here in Jefferson City. The D2 and D3 sides playing at home for the first time in this new program, wearing new threads of white, gold, and black. The Tigers face their most feared rivals in the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. They've added impressive talent this year. 2 players, one with WHL experience and another with NCAA experience. Both of those will be the deciding factor tonight against the Tigers, but the Tigers have reinforced as well. They've got new freshmen Buglow and Krogan on their starting lineups, and we'll drop the puck here at Washington Ice Arena. Tigers win the draw, and they'll chase it down the left wing. Back in his own zone is Zitzman. He'll dish it around back and intercepted by Davis. David out for Gravin at the point. Ripped shot. Goes just wide. Tigers will take it down the ice now. Krogan caught it behind the net. Knapp finds it now, the new captain. Stopped early by Grady Reese. Reese, the returner for the Razorbacks, has looked strong in most of his starts, save for the one he lost here in Washington Park, where the Tigers blew out the Razorbacks 6-3. That was the Tigers' only win against the Razorbacks in their last 5 matchups, I should say. Razorbacks taking the other 4, won a 9-1 victory in Maryville. Knapp finds Zitzman at the point, but he fans on the shot. DeGroat to fight for it near the right side faceoff dot. Tigers turning it over in transition again. David dumping it into Buddy, who will play defense for the Tigers. Christoffel falls on his own stick behind the net. Looks like it could be an opportunity for the Razorbacks here. They reclaim the puck at the top of the dot. Razorbacks lose it in transition. Now here come the Tigers. Patterson with it. Patterson finds a man at the top of the dot, looking for something. Save by Rice. Vodansky fighting for it behind the Razorback net now. Razorbacks managed to get it out. They'll look to find something in transition play here. Conti on the wing. Stop with a hefty check by Heffington. Heffington noted previously in the pregame for having a side of physicality to him. We're seeing that here early now for the Tigers. They made that their identity last year. Maybe more so than former coach Bucher would have wanted. Intercepted now by Dunwald. Dunwald dekes a man. Stopped. And he goes down in pain. That's Dunwald with it. He's lost his bucket. St. John will help him up. Weber with the big hit on him in front of the net to save what looked to be a surefire goal. He had beaten 2 men. Tigers so far looking to find their footing here early. 17:40 to play here. Penalty called on the Tigers. Their new freshman, Braden Chin, will go down. Tigers had an issue with discipline last year. It seems to not have escaped them early in this game so far. Graven with the puck at the top of the point. Rips one on his net. Saved by Christoffel. Christoffel, who ran tandem with former goalie Tanner Richardson last year, looks to be steady so far, save for a trip on his own stick. Conti will take the draw for the Razorbacks, and he loses it to the Tigers, though they cough it up eventually. Razorbacks find it at the top right point. Davis dumps it into Markovic. Broken up. The good play there is Uglo. Tigers were looking to clear there. Hemmer put it off the roof. And it'll be another face-off in the Tigers zone. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in here to the Mizzou hockey broadcast. Always a joy to have you guys here. The Tigers, their new threads, inspired by the previous jerseys that the Tigers wore their first year, look very sharp tonight. DeGroat gets the puck now at the top of the blue line. He'll manage to scrape it out. The Arkansas Razorbacks will have to retreat and recharge here. Markovic finds Davis now. Davis is going to charge in for the Razorbacks. Ben shouting for an offsides. Doesn't matter. The Tigers managed to clear it down. And Reese will field the puck. Razorbacks will go for a change. This Tigers power play, or penalty kill unit, rather, will stay on the ice. Deking in now. Saved by Christoffel. Razorbacks with a quick pop play. Lehman was able to deke his man and get in. He was looking for something with Lubon in the back door, but Christoffel was able to shift over and stop it. 16:25 here to play in the first period. 46 seconds left on the penalty kill. Tigers lose the draw. Rogers now has it at the top. This Razorbacks' second power play unit has managed to generate a little bit more offense. Dunewald now with it at the face-off circle. They'll play ping pong with it. Tigers not giving him much of a hole. He's going to look to take a wrister. Christoffel turns that one aside. Now out to the left face-off circle. Calling forward is Rogers. Rogers shoots. Save! Christoffel fends off another one. Two quick shots there for the Razorbacks. And the Tigers managed to clear it out of their own zone. What looked to be a surefire scoring opportunity for Rogers was blocked by who I believe was Weber. Got all the way down on the ice and managed to block it. Tigers clear out of their own zone, and that's another penalty kill. Penalty kill sponsored by Harpo's, folks. We appreciate their patronage. Their third year sponsoring our penalty kill, rather. Ice down the Razorbacks, and the Tigers will have their first offensive zone face-off of the night. Take a second here to thank the folks who are helping us out. My name is Mason Heller alongside Ian Paprocki. We've got Robert Crable over in the PA. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Tigers get it out wide to Andrew Knapp, the new captain. He's not able to keep the puck in. Razorback managed to clear it out now to the point. Pedersen will take it into the right-hand corner. Razorbacks have a break here now. It'll be just Buddy to defend. 2-on-1. Deeks. Blocked by Christoffel. And the Tigers survive on a 2-on-1. It was Hall and Yuri. Yuri injured last year in a game at Washington Park Ice Arena. It would look to be a pretty scary injury. Glad to see him back on the ice. St. John will take it around the back of the cage now for the Razorbacks. They'll flip it out to Eplin. Eplin fires, saved by Christoffel. He was screened there, managed to get something on it. Arkansas so far outgunning the Tigers. Dunewald and Knapp getting into it at the top of the blue line, and here come the Tigers now. Vodansky comes in, he's all alone. Deeks a man, looking to get something. Shot, saved by Reese. Chin shot. Another stop by the Arkansas netminder. He's looked sharp so far tonight. Tigers will take another offensive zone face-off. Heffington on the draw. He loses it. Razorbacks will reclaim it behind the net. Flip it out, goes just wide, and it looks like it'll be another icing on the Razorbacks. Razorbacks relying so far on this breakout play with their right wing in particular. They've been successful on a couple of those. They've had plenty of chances, but the big story tonight, Christoffel looking very, very calm in net. Same with the Tigers defense. Heffington will throw his weight around behind the net. And so will Vodansky. Vodansky and Heffington, both freshman additions to this Tigers team. Only a few seniors left here. Danny Rudman being one of them. As well as number 8, Nathan Austin. Tigers now win one off a bouncing puck. Big hit it, open ice called offsides by Stripes. Tigers bench not happy with that call. The new head coach, Coach Locke, seems to have emphasized defensive prowess for these Tigers, something that they struggled with a lot last year. High stick called in the defensive zone for the Razorbacks, and there'll be a face-off on the right-hand offensive face-off dot for the Tigers now. When these two teams faced off last year, as I had noted previously, very undisciplined game for both teams. So far, the Tigers keeping their heads about them. We'll see if that trend continues. Tigers lose the draw again. Graven won that. Markovich fighting forward in the corner now. He'll flip it out. Tigers keep it in on the blue line. Uglo with the good heads-up play. Poked in. Tigers win it now. Heading into the zone is Hemmer. Hemmer unable to win it now. Arkansas comes back into the offensive zone. No one was there in the pass, though, and the Tigers will reclaim it as they come back up the ice. Uglo dumps it in. There's no one there to receive it. Razorbacks coming in now. Stifled by Uglo. Uglo so far having an impressive debut. He's looked very, very steadfast defensively. Referee signals a tip, and it won't be icing. Yuri will have to go back and claim the puck. Froelich now lets it leave. Teams playing ping pong with it behind their nets so far. Not much possession time for either team. Conti gives it up in the neutral zone, and the Tigers will have to regroup here. Buddy flips it across. Misses his man, and Lehman will find it behind that. They'll wrestle for it now. Buddy manages to come out on top. Turns it over, though. Christoffel forced to make yet another stop. He'll stop that one with the pad. Looked quite routine for him there. Hemmer will come to the draw for the Tigers. Bramstead, rather. This Tigers' fourth line on the ice for the first time tonight. Folks, stick around after the D2 game for our D3 broadcast. First time both of our sides are playing on home ice. Those guys in D3 deserve just as much respect as the guys in D2. They're grinding away just as hard. We're happy to be broadcasting both those teams here tonight. Razorbacks will win the neutral zone faceoff, and Christoffel will go back to play the puck after they dump it in. Watson charges through the neutral zone. He's got some skates on him. Narrowly avoids the offsides. Refs will signal as delayed, and Arkansas will reclaim it. Lehman misplays the puck now, and the Tigers will charge to try to capitalize on that mistake. Vodansky and Heffington both putting the body on. Razorbacks come through the zone. Conti on the right wing. Shot save by Christoffel. Tigers bench again yelling about the offside calls. So far, the Tigers' physicality well restrained, well executed. Both Heffington and Vodansky impressed in their debut, at least in terms of their physicality. It was noted in both their scouting reports, their size and their fearlessness, and they've both been fighting the corners tonight. Weber sends it out of his own zone, and it's tipped. Razorbacks will get it behind the cage. They'll send it right back to the Tigers. Send it up the neutral zone now. Tigers dump it in, and the Razorbacks manage to find themselves with the puck. All charging in now. Big open ice hit there. DeGroat manages to stop them. Knapp to DeGroat now. DeGroat, fans on it. Will look to be a good chance for the Tigers. DeGroat and Knapp linking up like they did last year. And Christoffel will snag that puck. A little bit of extracurriculars in the corner now. Hall goes down to one knee. Ethan DeGroat and Andrew Knapp, two players to watch out for the Tigers. DeGroat last year, known for his excellent finishing. Played AAA hockey in St. Louis, graduating from Francis Howell. Andrew Knapp, 14, the new captain this year. Scored most of the Tigers' power play goals last year. Sat right in that slot, had a mean wrister. He'll look to generate some offensive success for the Tigers now. They haven't gotten much going with 9 minutes to play in the first period. Brest finds a man in front of the net. He couldn't make anything go. Mason Buddy will go for the puck. Has to hit a man in order to reclaim it. It's a delayed penalty now for the Razorbacks. Christoffel sent off. Tigers with some sort of set piece here. They're looking to get something going. Maintain possession. Press manages to get it in. Buddy looking for something, but it wouldn't go. Here comes Peterson now. Shot. Saved by Reese. Blown dead just as the puck trickled into the net. They're going at it now in the corner. Dunwall took exception to someone's actions. Here come the fisticuffs, folks. We were wondering how long it would take. The answer, 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Tigers will likely go on the power play here unless they manage to pick up an accompanying minor. Graven will head to the sin bin for the Razorbacks. The assistant captains on the ice will confer with the referee. No one going to the box for the Tigers, it seems. St. John and Graven for the Hogs, both going. Referee and the Tigers still discussing the aftermath of that play. Looks like they will send someone to the box for the Tigers. Prest will go to the box now. They're discussing what I believe is the situation, whether or not it would be a 5-on-4 or a 4-on-3 for the Tigers. The Tigers last year, quite successful in the power play. They had a strong system under Coach Blucher. We'll get to see new coach Locke Thompson's system tonight, should this be the Tigers' first power play of the evening. So far, the Tigers really unable to generate anything offensively. Andrew Knapp and Ethan DeGroat linking up a little bit. Unable to maintain the puck through the corner, though, and their offensive zone faceoffs so far have not looked the most spectacular. It'll be a Tigers power play. It looks like a 5-minute major for the Razorbacks. Tigers will go on the Gumby's power play for the first time tonight and the first time this season, folks. Back out to Weber. Weber finds Andrew Knapp in the slot. Knapp's pass broken up, and the Tigers will reset. Christoffel slides into home, making the play. Call in the arena is a 5-minute major play for grabbing the face mask. It'll be Graven who will serve the major. Vodansky works into the zone. Andrew Knapp finds him down below the cage. Watson finds Knapp. Weber with it now. Vodansky pounding away in the corner. Danny Rudman with it now. Watson trickles it up to Weber, and he can't find anything. Andrew Knapp pressed by Gravenbach. Rather, Gahutushvili. Tigers will go for a change. We'll get to see the second power play unit for the first time tonight. Pass goes wide, and they'll reset now. Buddy with it. Tigers really unable to enter the offensive zone. Razorbacks looking very strong defensively. Another Aaron handle now, but here comes Hemmer. Hemmer spins around the cage now. He'll find it out up top for Uglo. Uglo finds Krogan. Back to Uglo at the point. Uglo tees one up. Saved by Reese. Buddy loops it out for DeGroat. DeGroat finds Uglo. Uglo fakes. Looking for DeGroat in the corner, but he couldn't find him. DeGroat will spin it around. Kept in by Uglo. Heads up play. Mason Buddy keeping it in, and it finally flails out of the zone, and the Tigers forced to retreat. Uglo will find it back in his own quarter, pressed hard by the Hogs. DeGroat flips it up to him, and now Rogers has it. He's in alone. In all alone on Christoffel. Deeks, saved by Christoffel. Another save by Christoffel. Rogers looking to put one in from the corner. Watson is squirted away from the net by Christoffel. He took exception to that. Tigers struggling offensively on this power play so far. That Razorbacks chance for Rogers was arguably the greatest chance that we've seen on this power play. The Razorbacks are getting offensive zone face-off with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining on the major. Conti will take it for the Razorbacks. Vodansky for the Tigers will get this first power play unit back out here. Knapp playing dice with it behind the net. Watson will trickle it in for the Tigers. Foot race for it now behind the cage. Vodansky sacrificing the body to keep it in. He manages to. It's out up top for Andrew Knapp. Andrew Knapp looking to let one go. He doesn't. It's Munns with it now. Munns behind the net now. Fans it back out for Knapp. Shot goes just wide. And Watson will have to chase to retrieve it. Knapp spinning around quickly, looking for something here. Rudman with it now. Knapp fends off Conti, and he'll go for a change. Out wide for Watson now. He's on the faceoff dot, looking for something in the center. Couldn't make it go. And that puck will go just out of play. We've got 1 minute and 1 second remaining on the major now for the Tigers. 4 minutes, 26 seconds to play in the first period. Again, 1 minute and 1 second remaining on this Gumby's power play. Tigers looking a little more aggressive in the later phase of this power play. They look a little bit flat-footed to start it. Cologne will get it back for the Razorbacks. Tigers looking to get one more chance at it. Delayed offside, so they'll have to retreat. Buddy will scoop it up now behind the lines. Cologne breaking up the play now. Buddy will fight for it on the left wing. He races through the neutral zone. It's good, says the referee. Ethan DeGroat looking to put it in on Reese. Couldn't make it go on the back door. Scoops it in again. Saved by Reese. And Hemmer will get shoved to the side. Early whistle there. Seems like the referees are trying to prevent more of those extracurriculars. Like the last offensive zone face-off of this Gumby's power play for the Tigers, DeGroat takes it, can't win the draw. Buddy slams against the boards trying to get to the puck. He's unable to. Tigers might get one last charge out of here. Buddy quarterbacks it. He'll dish it out wide for Krogan. Krogan skates it in. Shot. Goes just wide. Reese saved it. Power play now over for the Tigers. Unable to convert on that 5-minute major. Both teams at full strength now. Three minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this period. Yeary will dump it in for the Razorbacks. Rudman harassed by Davison. He'll manage to wrangle the puck from him. Dished out by the Tigers with ill intent, but they couldn't make anything work. Bramstead will smack it down, and that'll be a neutral zone face-off just outside of the Arkansas offensive zone. 2 minutes 43 here to play. Huffington loses the draw now, poked away. Tigers managed to regather themselves in their own zone. Buddy dishes it out in the neutral zone. Froelich tripped up on the play. Buddy spins wide, and Davis will have the right-hand corner all to himself. Looking it out, there's Rogers with it. Shoots one on net, saved by Christoffel. Turned that one aside quite easily. Markovich can't hang on to it. There's a tip. And Graven overskates the puck now. Watson looking for it. Tigers reclaim. Vodansky will fight forward in the corner. Vodansky, Watson, and Buddy, the forwards, out for the Tigers right now. Peterson dumps it in. That'll be an icing. Minute and 51 seconds to play for the Tigers here. So far, no score from either team. Arkansas with the most chances. Though Christoffel has looked steadfast in net, he's turned aside just about everything thrown at him. Buddy wins the draw for the Tigers. Markovich tried to get away with it, but he couldn't. Correction for everyone listening at home. 28. Graven is actually Andrag. Bits and pieces flying everywhere here in the Tigers offensive zone. Uglo T1 up, and he can't make it go. Houston will get it wide. They'll scrap for it behind the net. Munns and Houston, the freshman. Munns reclaims it. And the Tigers will hang on to it in the offensive zone now. Press looking for one now. Here's one for the Tigers. They just can't make it go. Reese fights it off. A skate save by the Arkansas goalie. Tigers pressuring the Razorbacks very heavily here at the end of this period. 20 seconds to play now. Yuri gets it behind his own net. Dish it out for Dunwald. One last charge for the Tigers now. Looks to be fended off through the neutral zone. St. John flips one on net as the time runs out. Christopher turns one aside, and that'll do it for the first period. Round of applause from the crowd here at Washington Park Ice Arena, celebrating the Tigers' 50th anniversary of hockey. Your score at the end of the first period, Arkansas Razorbacks 0, your Tigers 0. We'll be back here in 20 minutes. My name is Mason alongside Ian Pat Brocky and Robert Crable. Thanks for tuning in. the respective goalies for the Tigers and the Razorbacks both putting on a show. Christoffel stopping 2 breakaway chances for the Razorbacks in the first period. He's looked ironclad tonight. Same thing on the other side for the Razorbacks rather. Reese in net, their goaltender returning from last year, has looked just as impressive as the Tigers netminder. The Tigers looking to break a streak of bad luck against the Razorbacks. They've only won 1 of their last 5 contests. The Razorbacks winning 4 of the last 5. The last time the Tigers beat the Razorbacks, it was 6-3 here on home ice here at Washington Park Ice Arena. Storyline in that game, not too dissimilar to this one. Started off at 0-0, and the gates flew open here in the second and the third. The Tigers, though, will probably be biting themselves over missing that opportunity in the first, that 5-minute major penalty assessed to Graven of the Razorbacks. The clock is hit 0, but they haven't started the game back up for us yet. Not sure if there's some sort of technical issue. But it's looking like we're getting ready to have hockey here again at Washington Park Ice Arena. Folks, if you're tuning in right now, stick around for our D3 side following the game. The Tigers playing with both D2 and D3 teams on home ice for the first time in their history. It's the first time they've had 2 teams. Tigers recruiting numbers this year, setting records. The ice is glossy, and seems like they have all 3 referees, so I'm not quite sure what the delay is here. We'll keep you updated, folks, but for now, we'll talk a little bit about our gracious sponsors. Check out the Gumby's Power Play, Gumby's on Broadway in downtown Columbia. The best $2 Tuesday slices I know. You can go there after $2 Tuesday at Harpo's, the sponsor of our penalty kill. Only if you're 21 up, of course. Either way, great way to spend your Tuesday night. And we're grateful for their patronage. We're finally back on our way here at Washington Park Ice Arena. Andrew Knapp will take the draw. He wins it for the Tigers. And now here comes Krogan. He'll dump it in for the Tigers. Knapp punches Graven into the corner. Markovich flicks it out for Frolik. Krogan will engage here. Now here come Markovich and Davis. They've got a 2-on-1. Razorbacks looking to get something going. Davis, shot, saved by Christoffel. Tigers turn it the other way now. They can't get anything going. And now Frolik will rebound it for the Razorbacks. He's turned aside by the Tigers defense. Uglo, the freshman addition, who's looked cool, calm, and collected so far for the Tigers behind the blue line. Ethan DeGroat looking for something there, asking to have his stick removed from the clutches of the Arkansas Razorback. Looks like they're going to call that penalty on the Tigers, actually. Ethan DeGroat was looking for a holding the stick penalty, but he'll get called for hooking. The linesman from behind the plate called it. Doesn't seem too happy judging by his reaction, but the Tigers will go to the Harpo's penalty kill for the second time tonight. They killed off the first one. Andrew Knapp made the building ring. He pinged one right off the ceiling. Arkansas wins the draw, and they'll go for a possession game now. They're looking to work it around in the middle. Graven has it now. He'll turn it to Frolik. Frolik looking to risk something off. Christoffel turns that one aside. Davis now with it under the right-hand face-off dot. He's got no room to go, so Markovich will skate it out for him. He's looking for Graven. Graven calling for it now. Graven can't get anything to go. Arkansas suffocating in this offensive zone so far. The Tigers keeping them quite wide. Davis fans on a shot. He had one in front of the net there. Couldn't make it go. Markovic dishes it out for Graven again. He lets one fly, and it pings off the boards. Graven again receiving the puck in the slot. He fires into traffic, and it doesn't go anywhere. Tigers will clear the zone, and now 55 seconds remaining on this Harpo's penalty kill for the Tigers. Froelich dishes it out now. Markovic had a yawning cage, and he mishandles the puck. Christoffel run into. Tigers bench takes exception to it. Froelich with a big cross check. Tigers making him pay for potentially incidental contact. Referees let it slide. Big hit at the blue line for the Tigers. Heffington absolutely dumps Lubin. Watson tries to get revenge, but he's not able to have the same effect. Dunewald feeds it to Watson. 5 seconds remaining on the Harpo's penalty kill. Lehman gets it in front of the cage. Turned aside by Uglo. Now DeGroat with it. Hops out of the box. Tigers with the offensive zone now. Heffington with it on the left-hand wing. Press slammed into the glass, but he manages to maintain possession. Buddy flicks it in on net. Hogs turn it aside, and they'll flip the play around. Watson on to Christoffel. Christoffel turns it aside again. Mason Buddy fetches the puck and turns it into the neutral zone. Hogs will fire it in and look to get a change. Buddy again corralling that puck. He's looked to be the Tigers' main man behind the cage whenever they need someone to get the offense going. Watson absolutely hammers Cologne up against the boards in the neutral zone. Tigers so far with a bunch of big neutral zone hits to start this period. They've set the tone. Markovic and Vodnansky playing UFC 5 in the corner. Christoffel turns one aside. Weak attempt by the Hogs. Watson goes down and he blocks the shot. Tigers come firing back in. Referee blows his whistle, and it looks like the Tigers will go back to the penalty kill. Scratch that. The Tigers will get another chance on the power play tonight. The Gumbies power play, they had a 5-minute major in the first period that they couldn't convert on. Tigers will get another chance to convert now. They've got the momentum here. Their second of the night. So far in this second period, they've been very physical, kind of overwhelming their identity. Andrew Knapp now with it. The Tigers' leading power play scorer from last year. Look to find him in the slot. Munn's now with it. He's looking to hang on to it and turn it into something. Vodnansky down low. He finds it, flings it out for Munns. Munns blocked by Eplin. Munns sauces it to Knapp, who returns the favor. Mason Buddy looking to get something going. He flicks it over the Arkansas defender's stick. And now Andrew Knapp's got it. Looking to make something happen. Razorbacks keeping their formation strong. Tigers much more calm on this power play. Vodnansky behind the net. Now here's Munns. Fire, scores! First goal of the season. Scored by Munns, the freshman. It's his first goal as a Tiger. A perfectly drawn up play for the Tigers. Vodnansky with it behind the cage. Calling for the puck, looking to get something going. Draws the defender, and Munns tucks it in. Reese, who looked so strong in that first period, unaware of where the puck was, and it was a yawning cage for the young freshman. He puts the Tigers up 1-0 on the Gumbies power play. Mason Buddy, the junior, picked that puck up for the young man. They'll be celebrating that one in the locker room. This crowd on their feet for that one. Tigers with the absolute momentum now. Rogers fires it in. 14:45 remaining in this second period. Froelich now carries it in over the ice. He's outnumbered though, so he'll turn it aside. Make it someone else's problem. Arkansas looking to generate some kind of offense. They may have had very good zone time there. Froelich almost kind of limping around now, though. He's going to head to the box, and the Tigers are going to go back on the power play now. It's the second Gumby's power play in a row for the Tigers within the last 5 minutes. The Tigers looking to up their lead to 2-0. They already have the momentum, and this second power play unit is looking hungry. This second power play unit headed by Ethan DeGroat, the flashy finisher for the Tigers last year, 16 goals in the regular season. Christoffel plays catcher now, and he'll dish the puck out for Uglo. Uglo, the young defenseman, like the rest of the freshmen tonight, impressing in his debut. Buddy will slide it out to Krogan, who can't get anything going. The Hogs playing a 1-2-1 defense through the neutral zone. They've done a good job of stifling the Tigers so far. Markovic turns it aside, and now Gahucic-Veli will chase. Tigers managed to break through, though, and here comes Krogan. Krogan dishes it for Buddy, but they can't find the puck. They'll fumble for it in the offensive zone. Krogan manages to keep it in, and now here comes Prest. He's turned aside, and the bench will call for something. DeGroat manages to reclaim it, though, and Mason Buddy, the quarterback of both these power play units tonight, will sling it around. Krogan with cross-checked. He went down on his face, but the Tigers managed to keep possession. He's sacrificing the body. Buddy looks for someone behind him. There's no one there, though. Oh, there's Andrew Knapp. Andrew Knapp manages to find it. Ethan DeGroat. Shot! Score! One-timer! Krogan! Andrew Knapp, Ethan DeGroat, and Krogan with the score line there. The freshman with his first goal as a Missouri Tiger. Second heaven for the young players. Another drawn-up tic-tac-toe play. Andrew Knapp with the beautiful keep in. Mason Buddy had lost track of the puck. Andrew Knapp snatched it up, found his old teammate Ethan DeGroat. Those two had linked up for nearly 20 goals combined last year. Mizzou capitalizing on that momentum. We thought they might have a struggle coming into this second period, knowing that they hadn't converted on that 5-minute major. But so far, they're firing on all cylinders. Markovic coming in now. Fanned on by Rogers. Arkansas with probably their best chance of the night there. It was a yawning cage, and Rogers could not make it go. Markovic slings it around, and he'll sling it in. Rogers and Markovic playing ping pong with it now, and the Hogs just can't get anything to go now. Weber will dump it in. Graven bodied by Weber. Heffington finds Weber at the top of the blue line. He'll put one in on net. Reese decides to turn that one aside. He looks like he's had enough pinging his posts. The Hogs netminder had a strong start to the night, stopping everything he faced in the first period. But the Tigers have lit him up so far. 11 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the second period. Austin will take the draw, senior, one of only two on the team. Bramstedt looking to maintain the puck in the offensive zone. He'll trip St. John, and the referees will catch that one. Tigers will go to the Harpo's penalty kill for the third time tonight. They've killed off the first two so far successfully. They've run a very aggressive box scheme, not unlike the one that you'd see run in the NHL. They've executed it well so far tonight with this momentum. We hope that they'll do the exact same thing. They lose, Razorbacks lose the draw, and they'll be forced to retreat. Dunwald catches the puck, but he couldn't hang on to it, so he'll send it back for Lehman. Aaron Hemmer chases him. Razorbacks managed to beat the press, and here comes Dunwald. Dunwald dekes in. Shot off the crossbar. Dunwald looked to roof it on Christoffel. He had beaten his man and beaten the goalie. He just couldn't send it home. Lehman now dumps it in. Christoffel was looking to field it. He chooses not to. Rogers catches the long ball in his own zone. He's between the dots. Watson plays point man, and he'll send it into Markovich. Rogers with a wide open shot. Turned aside by Christoffel. Pings off the boards. And now the Tigers send it out again. They've played catch with this Arkansas offense for most of this power play. Seems to be working in their favor. Arkansas only one shot on goal so far. Dunwald pinging it off the crossbar. Davis with it now on the left hash. He's looking for someone to come in and give him something to shoot. Graven will dish it out for him again as he comes around the roundabout. Conti in the center calling for it, but the Tigers are smothering him. Davis forced to take it around. Here's Graven looking for Markovich. Markovich on the right hash. Fans on the shot, and DeGroat couldn't quite clear it. Graven pings one in, and that'll fly high into the netting. Resounding round of applause from the Tigers as they've killed their third Harpo's penalty kill of the night. They're back at full strength. Bramstead serving the 2 minutes for tripping. .9:45 to play here in the second period, folks. Thank you for tuning in. It's a packed crowd here in Washington Park Ice Arena. They've started a new student bus as part of the 50th anniversary celebrations. Another part of that is these new Mizzou hockey uniforms. If you weren't tuning into the pregame show, they're reminiscent of the first ever Mizzou hockey uniform. They're a sharp white thread, and now here comes Heffington. Heffington dekes his man. Was looking for Vodnansky, and he just couldn't get it to go. He lost an edge skating in. Tigers managed to maintain possession, though, and Weber was looking for the lacrosse ice pass. Read well by the Arkansas defense. Watson coming in now. He's looking for something to go on the right wing. Doesn't make any magic happen, but the Tigers will maintain the offensive zone pressure that they've had so far for this second period in the first half. 9 minutes remaining, and Dunwald will come down the ice. He's looking to create something after missing that chance. He'll fly by in the bottom of the crease, and Weber says no to that. He flings it up ice for Vodnansky, who chases it. Near open ice hit on the goaltender, Reese. Markovich takes exception to it. Gahutushvili flying up the ice now for the Hogs. He's got a clean zone entry. Takes out Weber on his way in. Big open ice hit for the Razorbacks. They finally respond to the physicality. Looking to turn things in their direction. Tigers leading 2-0 with 8 minutes to play here in the second period. Hogs bottom pairing now out on the ice. Eplin stifles Andrew Knapp. Flicks it up for Krogan. Krogan looking for a second of the night. The freshman scored his first ever goal as a Missouri Tiger just minutes ago. Knapp and the Arkansas defense fighting for it like the last cook in the cookie jar. Scores! Mason Buddy! A deflection! What looked like a nothing shot from the point. They're going to give the credit to Andrew Knapp. He was right in front of the goal minder. Rice lets one through. Tigers lead 3-0. Mason Buddy with an innocent seeming shot from the point. Little wrister. Just kind of trickles in. Dinks off a couple of sticks in front of the Arkansas goal. Looks like the Arkansas coach is calling timeout now. The Razorbacks letting 3 goals in less than 10 minutes. Their coach seemingly not happy. Goalies will embrace each other as Mr. Brightside comes on in the arena. Christoffel embraced by his teammate Stipalski. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in to the broadcast. For station identification, I'm Mason Heller alongside Ian Pat Brocky and Robert Crable here in the arena as our PA announcer. We appreciate you all tuning in. Had a couple of people come up to us in the arena and thank us for broadcasting, but we appreciate you fans at home for supporting us and this team, which we love so much. Referee will call for a restart to play. And the Tigers will send out their 6 finest. The goal, Knapp from Buddy. A deflection in front of the net. Tigers lead 3-0 here. 7:34 to play in the second. During the intermission, my co-broadcaster and I, Ian, we were talking about the missed opportunities that the Tigers might be biting themselves for with that 5-minute major that they couldn't convert on. But they convert on their first 2 power plays in the second period and on their net front play late in the second. Geary behind the net, punished for holding on to it. The crowd on their feet now. Lehman turned aside by Mason Buddy. Mason Buddy, an absolute defensive presence tonight, has not allowed anything to really get by him. Has played most scenarios perfectly, playing the pass whenever it's a 2-on-1. He's really been the difference maker for the Tigers tonight. Didn't make much of a difference on that play. His pass is called offsides. But the junior in his 3rd year for the Tigers started out as a forward. Finally gets his start on the defense, native defenseman, as I had mentioned previously. He's looked in his element tonight, along with a standout performance from Uglo, number 19, the freshman. Christoffel covered that up in the offensive zone for the Tigers. No nonsense kind of play. And we've got 6:45 here left in the second period. Arkansas looking to get something going after a rallying cry from their coach. So far, all oink, no bacon from the Hogs. Rogers grabs the loose puck and flings it in for the Razorbacks. Tigers are looking to set up some sort of offensive drive here. Rudman takes it in. He'll dump it in around for Austin, one of the other seniors on this team. Bramstead, Austin, and Rudman on the ice now for the Tigers, a veteran line. Razorbacks win it, skated in. Davis, shot, turned aside by Christoffel. Rogers now with it at the blue line. He's got Hall, the big man. Razorbacks looking to get something going from the short side. They couldn't get anything to go. Davis now, he's wide open in front of the net. Rogers flicks one on, saved by Christoffel. They send it back in. Rogers loses his balance trying to quarterback it. Hall absolutely destroys a man in the Tigers' offensive zone. All jokes aside, the man is 6'7". Absolutely a standout on this ice, number 49. Former ASU commit has decided to take his talents to the ACHA. We're seeing increasingly more players convert to club hockey, at least in North America. Players looking for the traditional college experience and also to play the game they love. Coaches arguing over whether or not they're allowed to change here with the referee. Be a small delay. 5 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in this second period. Your Tigers lead the Arkansas Razorbacks 3-0. We appreciate you tuning in to this 50th anniversary season of Mizzou hockey. First game of the season. It's been an eventful night so far. Let's recap. Munns, the freshman, number 13, with his first goal of the season to open up the Tigers tab for the year. Krogan with his first as well, shortly after to follow. And then the veteran, Andrew Knapp, with his first. He's got his account open, which I imagine he'll have plenty more funds later on in the year. The Tigers' leading goal scorer on the power play last year, Markovic, manages to keep the puck in for the Razorbacks, but the Tigers will flick it down for an icing. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the second. Well, what flowed for a good 15 minutes, this second period has slowed down just a little bit. Tigers defending well, but at the cost of the clock. Taking the second to get out of this explosive second period for them. Markovic now with it on the left hash. He'll sauce it around. Tigers read that play quite well, and DeGroat will try to slide it around for Krogan. Krogan wasn't in the right spot, and Markovic, the younger brother, Anthony, shot! St. John, and Christoffel falls on it. 20, St. John tripped up by Bramstead earlier in the night. That penalty kill into DeGroat's, or Buddy's rather, shot that led to the Tigers' third goal. So far tonight, the Razorbacks additions have not looked to be the impact players that some were expecting to be. The Razorbacks blew out the St. Louis University Billikens 11-1 and 11-2 in a couple of previous contests. They haven't found that same scoring success here at the Washington Park Ice Arena. But most of these games between the rivals have not been shootouts, though the Tigers looking to make some kind of statement tonight. They came out flying in the second period. They've maintained their identity quite well. Obviously, there were questions about whether or not there would be that with the turnover of coaching from Bucher to Locke. Locke, though, the former assistant, seems to have kept a lot of what the Tigers used to preach on: physicality, quick, fast play. And he's brought with it a good amount of defensive IQ that I think the Tigers had lacked previously. Lehman loses track of it in the neutral zone, and he'll pay for it. Lubon gets blown up. Conti, though, picks up his slack. And now here come the Tigers. Vodnansky with it. He's skating into the corner. McDonald with it. He gets blown up by Heffington. Vodnansky and Heffington both putting the body on tonight. Watson now skating back for it. Christoffel turns one aside. And the Razorbacks don't have the numbers to continue their attack. Watson manages to get it in for the Tigers, and now they'll go to work. Heffington put on notice by Watson. He's hitting the far left-hand corner. Munns now, he's already got his first of the night, looking for his second. There's a melee and neutral ice for the puck. Tigers come out on top. The veteran, Buddy, retrieves it. Another big hit in the corner. Cologne is the one who goes down, rather Gahujushvili. There's one. The bench calling for some kind of tripping penalty. Rogers with it. Stripes say no dice. Hemmer pings one around, and it wouldn't go. Peterson now slides it in for Prest. Hemmer now looking for Prest. Doesn't make anything happen, though. Peterson will retrieve the puck. Nathan Austin, the senior. This veteran fourth line back out there again. Big hit. He turns Gahujushvili into floor food. Was looking to make something go, but he just couldn't. Perhaps he got his bell rung after putting that man on the ground. Watson plays baseball with it, but Christoffel tonight looking like the stronger catcher of the two, and he swallows the puck with 2:29 remaining. Defensive zone faceoff for the Tigers. They're looking for a change. Bit of a slow one, though. Arkansas making sure it's known that they are not pleased with that. They're banging on the boards now. Rogers mishandles the puck, the assistant captain. And now Krogan will make him pay for it. Hall, the big man, he skates it in. He's turned aside. And now Rogers will have to play catch-up. Davis avoids the delayed offsides, and now the Tigers looking to regroup with 2 minutes to play. They can't make anything happen, though, defensively. And they'll dump it down the ice into the neutral zone. Tigers managed to keep it in now. Here's Ethan DeGrow with it in the slot. Skating in. Knapp. Scott. Saved by Reese. Reese hugs his post, and he manages to stop this one from Andrew Knapp. Couldn't stop the deflection earlier, but so far since those goals, the Arkansas goaltender has looked strong. Arkansas called a timeout with about 7.5 minutes left to play after the Tigers' third goal. So far, they've looked to be a little more poised and on their feet. They looked flat-footed to come out starting the second period, but they've looked better since that timeout. Their coach obviously had some words of inspiration for them. Weber now will get bogged down by the Hogs. Gahujushvili will go down with him. St. John, rather. There's a shot. Turned aside by Christoffel. He turns another one aside. From the blast from the point. Just doesn't go, and Bramstead will flick it out. McDonald corrals it. And now Markovich looking for his brother. He can't find it. St. John not with the lightest touch on the puck. So the Tigers will reclaim it with 1 minute left to go in the second period. That'll be an icing on the Tigers, and they'll be forced to play out of their defensive zone. If you're wondering why it looks like the Tigers are away, we're home actually here at Washington Park Ice Arena for the first home game of this 2025-2026 ACHA season. Tigers wearing their new 50th anniversary inspired jerseys. The younger Markovich reclaims it. Tries to find his brother, but he can't. Davis saddles up looking to get something going. He finds a man in the slot. It was Hall. Hall couldn't make it go. And now Tigers dumping it out and chasing it. Rudman looking to get back in and avoid the icing. Markovich trips him up, though. He's got some words for the referee, but the referee doesn't care to listen, it seems. Signals for him to find his way back down the ice. Rudman, the senior, playing on this veteran fourth line with Austin, Bramstead, and himself. Chin sends it out, but Uri is able to reclaim it. He goes down in a heap, and Conti tries to gobble up the puck for the Razorbacks. Tigers send it down for the third icing in the last 30 seconds. They've been bogged down pretty heavily in their defensive zone to end this second period. They came out all cylinders firing, scored 3 quick goals on back-to-back Harpo's, or Gumby's power play rather, killed 2 Harpo's penalty kills, and then scored a third on a trickler from Buddy deflected by Knapp. Now they'll chase Reese into his own zone as time expires here in the second period. Referees blow their whistle late, looking to stop whatever extracurriculars may come. At the end of the second period, your Missouri Tigers lead the visiting Arkansas Razorbacks 3-0. Tigers looking much more defensively and offensively sound in that second period. Came out firing. Coach Locke Thompson really had them moving on that power play. Razorbacks are on the back foot here now as we go into the third. And in our D2 contest, we'll see you back here in just 15 minutes, folks. My name is Mason Heller alongside Ian Paparocki and Robert Crable. We appreciate you tuning in. Don't go away. Welcome back, folks, to Washington Park Ice Arena here in frigid Jefferson City. Your Missouri Tigers lead the visiting Arkansas Razorbacks 3-0 in their first contest of the 2025-2026 ACHA D2 season. It's been an eventful night so far for the Tigers. They struck out on a major opportunity in the first period with a killed 5-minute major for the Razorbacks. They converted on every opportunity they were given, though, in the second period. 2 for 2 on the power play. Goals scored by new additions, Matty Munns and Jack Krogan, the freshman. Both of them have looked impressive in their debuts tonight. The third goal scored by veterans Mason Buddy and Andrew Knapp. Buddy, a weak wrister from the point, managed to find his way through the netminder for the Razorbacks. Race had looked super strong through the first. He's let 3 quick ones in the second, and now the Tigers looking to put one away here in the third. We've got 20 more minutes of hockey here in Washington Park. It's getting a little chilly, and it's hockey season, folks. The Tigers' 50th anniversary season. We've talked about it quite a bit tonight, and you won't hear me not talk about it for the rest of the season. It's a historic moment for the Tigers. Mr. Brightside being played in the stadium. I'm going to try to talk over the chants, though I do appreciate their enthusiasm. The Tigers netminder, Christoffel, he's looked incredibly impressive tonight, taking over from veteran Tanner Richardson, who graduated last year. So far, on penalty kills and breakaways, the Tigers goalie has stopped just about everything in front of him. But let's give a little bit of credit to his defense. The veteran Mason Buddy, number 51. We talked about it a little bit earlier tonight. He started off his career here at Mizzou as a forward. My first time here as a broadcaster, when I was a senior in high school, I watched the Tigers play in the Flyover Classic against the St. Louis Billikens. At that time, Buddy was a forward, and he's converted back, though, to his native position as a left-hand defenseman. And he's been the star of the show tonight for the Tigers. He's been paired up, though, with Bryce Uglow, the freshman. He's been impressive in his debut, and the two have stopped just about everything thrown at them by the Hogs. The boys in maroon lose the draw, and they'll flick it back down into their own zone. Try to work out of the back here. Come flying in. Tigers quick to rebuke that. Andrew Knapp snatches it up, and he'll find DeGroat. Froelich picks his pocket, and Andrew Knapp comes right back with it, though. Ice a bit sticky, puck not moving much else. Offsides, and we'll have a draw just outside of the Tigers' defensive area. With still Dre playing in the stadium. The Tigers are still the Tigers. They've been in the sin bin plenty tonight, though they've killed off each one of their Harpo's penalty kills. Both the referees and the players taking just a second to let the ice freeze just a little bit. Talked about it earlier there. The puck was freezing just about every time it touched the ice. Didn't have much room to move. Not sure how long this delay will be, but we've got 19 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third period. Officials timeout announced in the arena. That means they're going to let it sit for a little bit, so that way both these teams have an equal opportunity to score. More important, though, for the Razorbacks, they haven't managed to generate much of anything. Their closest chance came off of Dunwald's breakaway. He beat both men on the defense, managing to beat the D-man, beat the goalie, but he couldn't put it home. It pinged off the crossbar. Whole stadium filled. Another man to ping it off the roof tonight was Andrew Knapp. He put it up into the ceiling on the first penalty kill of the night. It's been an eventful game so far. The Tigers with a couple of big open ice hits. they've managed to maintain their physicality throughout it. Everyone figuring out what the deal is. Puck sticking quite a bit still as the referees kick it around, looking like they're playing soccer. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like there's just one section of the ice actually that is a little too wet. And that is right in front of our broadcasting booth here. Almost slushy. Puck keeps getting stuck. It's a perfect time, though, to talk a little bit about what's been going on for the Tigers in the offseason. Like I said, they've added plenty of new freshmen. Only a couple of seniors left on this team. They all managed to exist on one line. That's Austin and Rudman. They're both playing on that fourth line, that veteran line, along with sophomore Fred Bramstead. With those additions, though, the first two goals of the night scored by Krogan and Munz. Officials signal it's time to play. Seems as though the ice is finally refrozen. I hear they are selling slushies for anyone interested in some half-frozen ice here at Washington Park Ice Arena. They'll send the captain Markovich to the draw. Seems as though he's having a chuckle with the Tigers captain Knapp. We're back on, and here we go. Krogan takes it in for the Tigers. Markovich slings it around now for Ethan DeGroat. Ethan DeGroat reclaims that puck for the Tigers back in the left-hand side. He slings it out. And Uglo put a shot on. It goes wide of the cage. Knapp fires one in from the top of the blue line. He was looking for a logo 3 there. He couldn't make it go. Razorbacks can't reclaim the puck in the offensive zone, so the Tigers will regroup and look to send something their way. Ethan DeGroat dumps it wide to the man looking for the change. Andrew Knapp coming through now. He beats his man. He's got it in down low. Can't make anything go, and Lehman will fan on it. Not looking to get hit there. Buddy catches one. Coughs it up to the Razorbacks, though, and now fly in now. He corrects his mistake. He wins possession back for the Tigers. The young freshman Watson, hailing from my hometown of Kirkwood. Flings it up now. Here's a shot. Save by Reese. Heffington with a low danger chance there. Looking to pin the Razorbacks in their own defensive zone now. 18-14 remaining here in the third period. Tigers leading the Razorbacks 3-0. Heffington, the same man who shot the puck, will go for the save now. Mason Buddy skating backwards. He's frantic, but he's got it under control. Vodnansky now, the other freshman Heffington and Vodnansky, both of them been putting the body on. They've been fighting in the corners the whole night. Vodnansky now, he's flying up the ice. Can't escape the tag team duo, though, of McDonald and the younger Markovich. Adam turned wide. Mason Buddy collects the leftovers. He shoots. Just goes wide. Reese flashed the leather. They're looking to make a stop, and Mason Buddy put a little too out of reach. Spin save by Reese. Heffington was looking for something there. He managed to spin his way into the crease. Now Heffington will post up in front of it again. Without the 6'7" Hall on the ice. Save by Reese. Buddy with a shot there. Like I was saying, Heffington without the 6'7" Hall on the ice. The Razorbacks have no challenge in the crease for him in terms of size. So he's going to post up in front of that crease. He's been doing it all night. Seems as though he's gotten a little more comfortable, at least in this third period, of driving his way to there with the puck. Tigers so far tonight have looked a lot calmer than they have in recent memory. Have executed a lot of their plays. Dunwald in the offensive zone now for the Razorbacks, with Razorbacks arguably best chance of the night. earlier here in the game. Yeary injured in the last time the Tigers won at home against these Razorbacks. Back on the ice for the Hogs. Glad to see him back. It's flung down the ice by the Tigers. Razorbacks retrieve it under a heavy contest. Now here come the maroon boys in maroon. Christopher signaling. Yeary's got it at the top of the blue line. He'll fling it out now. St. John was looking forward in the crease, and that was snatched up by the young Prest. St. John harassing Carson Weber. Weber wouldn't let it slide, and he beats his man around and fires after Yeary. Now here's a seam pass for the Razorbacks. They're looking for the shot. Goes just wide. Christoffel had it covered if he needed to, but Cologne couldn't get it on the cage. Hall, Arkansas's big man on the ice now. Look for him to try to get a hit. Arkansas looking to reset the physicality now. Here come Cologne and Watson. He fanned on it. Hammer comes flying back up the ice. He's got Bramstead on his left wing. Bramstead dumps it in now. Cologne will take it back up the ice. He's turned aside by the Tigers defense, and now Bramstead fires up through the neutral zone. He's got it in the left wing now, breaks it in, clean, fires, goes up into the glass. Couple of pings off the boards here, and the Razorbacks come out with the puck. Tigers top line back out now on the ice. Graven sends it in. Christoffel has played corral with the puck quite a bit tonight. The Razorbacks are relying a lot on this dump and chase. There's a shot from the point. Turned aside. Another shot slot. Saved by Christoffel. You could hear that one here in the stadium. That one was flying. Puck trickles in now. It's off a couple of bodies. Tigers managed to flick it down. Krogan gets it now. He's looking for Andrew Knapp, trying to fly in. Some extracurriculars back in the Mizzou defensive zone. Puck will find his way back down there, and Christoffel will play catch again. He's looked more like a catcher and less like a goalie tonight. Krogan now, that was a little dangerous. Ethan DeGroat manages to snag it, though. Mason Buddy pays the price, and he's slammed up against the boards. No icing signals the ref. Markovich made it there quickly. Was looking for Davis in front of the net. Davis and Markovich have linked up all night. They've had a couple of dangerous plays, but they haven't really been able to synergize with the rest of the Arkansas offense. Icing called. Oh, and the Tigers bench absolutely outraged by that call. Krogan will be beating the Arkansas man to the puck. The referee telling the Tigers players to be quiet. Given their track record of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, it seems as though they're going to heed his advice. They'll set up in the defensive zone for the faceoff. Tigers managed to win it, but it's flipped out for McDonald. McDonald a blast. Blocked by DeGroat. He took that one to the ankle. He's wincing. Adam Markovich now turns it in. Christoffel catches him cheating on his homework, and they'll send him off. Christoffel around the post and behind the net tonight has been very aggressive in containing the puck, has not let it go if it's ever touched him. Tigers certainly love that offensive hop to them, but they are relying more on the set plays so far tonight, at least on their power plays, to generate offense. Relying on relative safety instead in the defensive zone. Something the Tigers struggled with last year was defensive discipline. They've been impressive tonight so far. Very aggressive on defense. Mason Buddy turns Conti into a flyover state. Deke, Markovich, save Conti. Markovic beat his man. Absolutely turned Vodnansky inside out. Conti and Vodnansky will have some words with each other after the play. Both Luban and Conti have gotten into it with the Tigers. Markovic put one up high for Christoffel to reach, and he was able to grab it. He's been aggressive on the top shelf all night. "12 minutes, 44 seconds to play here in the third period for the Tigers. They'll go back to the face-off dot. Tigers lining up 3 in front of their own net. Stolen now by the Tigers, and there's a 2-on-1. It's Munz. Munz looking for his second of the night. Shoot! Score! It's Hammer! Tigers lead 4-0 on the breakaway. A 2-on-1. Munz and Hammer link up for the first time of the night. Munz, he's got 2 points on his debut. The Tigers now padding their lead. It's 4-0. A textbook face-off draw for the Razorbacks. They won it. Markovic got pinned up against the boards and he coughed it up. And Munz, once again showing why he deserves to be on this D2 side. Flies up the ice, beats his man. Perfect pass to Hemmer, who buries it. Munz beats a man again. He's up into the slot. Tigers regaining that third period momentum. Munz scoops it up. Lays it off for Prest. Matty Munz. Munz flying up the ice again. He gets taken down by Markovic. Flings it back for Vodnansky. Fires just wide. Hammer shoots off the pads of Reese. If you're the Arkansas goalie, might be shaking your head a little bit at your defense. So far, he's been caught on yawning cages each time. Hasn't had a pass that's been broken up by his blue line. Tigers will fire it down the ice, and that'll be an icing. They'll rule it's not. That will be an icing, however, on the Razorbacks, and the Tigers will get an offensive zone faceoff with the momentum here. 11:18 remaining here in the third period for the Tigers. A little frigid here in the Washington Park Ice Arena, but they're playing the St. Louis Blues power play song, so the natives are doing the famous power play dance. Another shot on net. Reese manages to turn that one around, and now the Razorbacks will fire it in. McDonald turns one on Christoffel. He fends that off. Conti calling for it. Dunwald wouldn't give it to him. McDonald now with it in the deep left corner. Lehman wins it back. Turns it around, looking for something in the center, and there was just no one there, and that'll trickle down into the Arkansas faceoff zone. The younger Markovic flies up the ice now. He's turned aside by the Tigers defense. They've looked so far tonight. Dunwald reclaims the puck for the Razorbacks. Hammer absolutely destroyed on that play. Shot saved by Christoffel. He turns one around. Looking for it now. Razorbacks can't get it to go. Oh, another wide open chance for the Hogs. Christoffel with an amazing first save, was stumbling on his feet, couldn't get back in time as Dunwald tried to tuck it into the back corner. Mason Buddy came in and saved the day, though. Clears the puck. Christoffel gets a couple of stick taps from his boys. absolutely deserving of them. He's put on a show tonight, turned just about everything aside. An aggressive take from the goalie, not something we're used to goaltenders from Missouri seeing. Knapp wins the draw. Now Buddy will flick it out for him. Krogan will chase after it. Krogan gets it now. He's going. Krogan's got DeGroat on his left. Krogan shoots. Saved by Reese. Was looking to go 5-hole potentially for the style points. I suppose when you're leading by 4 goals, that's something you can look for. Dunwald's harassed by Buddy, though he'll skate back to guard his own net. Knapp follows the lost dog in the corner. Yuri now puts it on net, and it goes just wide. Cologne will follow up. His follow-up being left in the junk folder, though. It seems it's stuck in the corner. Buddy clears it. DeGroat pings it off the glass, and it'll go down for what could have been an icing, though they'll choose not to. Froelich grabs it for the Razorbacks in the neutral zone. Knapp picks his pocket, though, and Davis, chased by Vodnansky, forcing Yuri to cough it up. Davis snatches it up in the neutral zone, though, and he'll skate it in for the Razorbacks. He'll go to work now in the bottom corner. He can't do anything with it, and now here come the Tigers. It's Watson and Heffington. Heffington takes a couple of hits to get the puck in deep for the Tigers. Now it's their turn to go to work. Bodies flying into the boards now. There's another big hit by Heffington, and he's got a man on the ground. Oh, and he's grabbed from behind, and there's chokeholds everywhere. Everyone's on top of everyone. Referee's trying to break it up. Everyone's getting grabbed. Markovich still has hold of the young man, Munns. Rather, Chin. They're arguing with the crowd now, and it's starting to get ugly here. Arkansas number 15 took quite the hit there. They're walking the trainer out for him. Hope he's all right. 17, I lied. That's Froelich. Froelich, the returner. We saw him score quite a few goals here in the Washington Park Ice Arena last year. Obviously, after a hit like that, you hope he's okay. Captain Andrew Knapp will skate the trainer over to him. Some intense extracurriculars after that one. The captain for the Hogs, Markovich, with a big chokehold on the young man, Brennan Shin. A couple of body slams, and I thought we were watching the WWE here. Referees didn't take too kindly to that, so they'll send most of everyone involved in that to the bin. With 8:05 left, it doesn't seem like there will be any game misconducts assessed, but obviously not what you like to see in a contest like this. You hope it's a friendly rivalry, but as all things are with hockey, it's heated. Not sure what happened in the crowd. One of the Arkansas players might have taken exception to a comment that was made. Obviously, Froelich on the ground. Emotions are high. Froelich, though, blown up by Heffington. Heffington with hit after hit tonight. He's been impressive. I mean, his body and his physicality are something to be remarked. Obviously, Tigers not wanting to get into any more penalty trouble. Brennan Chin of the Chicago Jets involved in that melee. Known for his physical brand, the Tigers, as we've talked about before, have a very physical identity, and they've used it, they've utilized it all throughout tonight. It seems like it came back to bite them this time, though. RPA announcer Robert Crable playing the Kahoot theme. a bright star in this dark moment for everyone involved. Not sure if Froelich is back on the ice. Looks like he's receiving treatment on the side. Everyone taking a look at him over on the bench. Seemed to be a legal hit from the freshman Heffington. Obviously, when there's a hit like that, though, and someone gets injured, as the captain of a hockey team, they're setting the tone. There'll be 2 in the box for the Razorbacks, and it looks like 3 for the Tigers. Chapman, the assistant captain, and Andrew Knapp will converse with the referee. Looks like everyone's determined who's serving what. Referee just sorting it out now with the clock. Tigers lead 4-0 here off of Hemmer's late goal, assisted by Matty Munns, number 13, who's had an impressive debut for the Tigers. A goal and an assist, 2 points for him on the night. Save for the 2-on-1s, both goaltenders tonight have had impressive performances. They're going to send Heffington off, actually. They're going to give him a 10-minute game misconduct. Not sure what for. It's possible that he might have gotten involved in some extracurriculars afterwards. The crowd will give their applause. Bit of gratitude for that big hit. He's played an incredible game so far for the Tigers. Physicality all around. Some of the D3 players will chase after him, try to get his side of the story. Speaking of D3, folks, stick around after this D2 game. We've got our D3 contest coming right up. It's the first time in Mizzou's history that we're going to have 2 teams playing on home ice on the same night. Tigers fielding their D3 team for the first time last year after they bumped up to D2 in the ACHA, the primary competition. The Tigers 2023 MACHA champions in the D3 division. Looking for some more intense competition. They certainly found it last year. Not the Tigers' greatest year. But they've absolutely set the tone tonight for their second campaign in D2 ACHA hockey. Leading the Razorbacks 4-0 at home. It's been an impressive performance. They've dominated pretty much every aspect of the game, especially in the defensive zone, something the Tigers struggled with last year. I remember calling the Maryville game alone, and there was just not much for the Tigers to do at all in terms of turning it out of their own zone, making plays out of their own zone, making the defensive play the right way. But they've been disciplined tonight. They've executed tonight. And in all aspects of the game, they've been on their toes. They haven't been flat-footed. They've played aggressive. And as a result, they've been rewarded. They lead the Hogs 4-0 now. Tigers look like they'll go on the defensive. They're sending Graven and Markovich off for the remainder of the game. Both of those veteran players, they've been around for the last 2 years I've called here at Mizzou hockey. Razorbacks will hate to go without them for the last 8 minutes of this contest, but the price they pay for the physicality, Tigers will go without Heffington, and we'll get the action restarted. McDonald's got it at the top of the point now. He's looking to get something going for his boys in maroon. Tigers say no thank you, and they'll turn it out. No bacon McDouble or McSingle. McSingle's not a thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. No hamburger for the man named McDonald. Razorbacks chasing in Froelich, the man who went down after that big hit from Heffington. Glad to see him back on his feet. He turns one in. Off the crossbar again. Hall looking to make something go. And Froelich was looking to follow up. Christoffel says no. Christoffel, number 50, has been just impressive tonight. Off Hall's boot, delayed offsides. Tigers look at a free dump out. It's rocketed down the ice by the Tigers. They've got 4 minutes left on this Harpo's penalty kill. Razorbacks to the drawing board. Seems like they've executed it well so far. They get it in and give it around to Davis. Davis now looking to give it to McDonald, but it flies high. Ethan DeGroat on the coverage. DeGroat presses harder. Now the Tigers on defense again. Dunwald looking to jam something home. He had plenty of chances earlier in this game. Couldn't get him to go, though. McDonald, top of the point, fires one. His blast just wide. Dunwald with the follow-up, and it couldn't go anywhere. Andrew Knapp clears the point. 6 minutes remaining in the period and 3 minutes left on the Harpo's penalty kill. It's broken up by Vodnansky, though Davis manages to reclaim it. Tigers regurgitated out of the defensive zone. Number 49 for the Razorbacks, Hall, the big man, the former ASU commit. Davis, number 9, skates it in. Tigers fighting for it now, and here's a break for them. Blast, saved by Reese. A bomb by the Tigers defenseman. Didn't have much on it in terms of intent, but a good reset for the Tigers nonetheless. 2:10 to go here on the Harpo's penalty kill. Hall skates it in. Bramstead pokes it out, and Froelich fights to reclaim it. Now Davis is upheaved against the boards. He's looking for Watson, but Watson's uncovered. Tigers running a 1-1-2 now here in the neutral zone. Mason Buddy snags the puck, and he'll flip it down. Tigers clear it once again. Minute 44 to go here on this penalty kill. Tigers leading 4-0. There's 4 minutes 40 seconds left in this period. Razorbacks looking to get some kind of morale boost now. No cigar on that attempt, though. McDonald bundle it up in his own zone. Looking to give a gift to someone. He manages to find Chapman. Chapman sends it high. Christoffel tested a couple times here late in this third, but he's looked strong so far. I shouldn't say so far he's looked strong to this point. We've got only 4 minutes of hockey left to play. He's looked very impressive tonight. Something all Mizzou hockey fans should be excited about. That's something good to see, especially for his second year starting for the team. He took quite a few reps late in the second half of last season. Tanner Richardson obviously taking the bulk of the workload. Razorbacks will try to come flying back now. McDonald forced to retreat now. They'll reset. He'll get it down in the corner for Hall. Puck flipped out by Austin. And they'll send McDonald to go get the milk again. He comes home with it, though, and there's Hall. Big man can't corral it. He'll go down in a heap on the corner, and Tigers will take that opportunity to fling it out. Lehman gets back, and he's driving in. Lehman looking for something. Ref's got his arm up, and the Tigers will finish out the rest of this game on the penalty kill. Looks like a tripping call. Lehman had beaten his man and was looking for the net, but he was surrounded by a gaggle of Tigers in white. They teamed up to crunch him. It's been a WWE kind of night. All kinds of crazy moves. The Tigers are without their freshman Heffington, and the Razorbacks without Markovich or Graven, both of them veteran players. Some extracurriculars after Heffington laid out Aiden Froelich. Being told by one of our spotters that we're down to 3 defensemen. Tigers. Everyone getting to share their work. Shot on net by Krogan. He was looking for a second one. Save. And Dunwaldo head to the box. Slashing call by the referee will finish out this game in 4-on-4. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left to play. The Tigers our PA announcer alleging that we're on the power play. I'm not sure how true that is. He corrected himself. Glad the audience can have some fun with us. Tigers will send out Vodnansky, Knapp, Watson, and Walsh. Vodnansky takes the draw. He's bested. Adam Markovich dumps it in. The older Markovich sent off earlier for the extracurriculars. Andrew Knapp absolutely undressing both Lehman and Froelich. And he'll send it in for Walsh, who runs into a train in the corner. Luke Watson with the pressure. Lehman hits a brick wall, and he gets his pocket picked, though he confronts the thief and gets his wallet back. He finds Yuri in the corner. Yuri overskates it now, though, and the Tigers will get the opportunity to reclaim it. Watson on the coverage, and Andrew Knapp comes in to assist. The supplemental by Vodnansky forces the Hogs to retreat. Froelich, though, now flying in. He looks to beat his man. He's not able to. Andrew Knapp grabs it back. 18 seconds left on this 4-on-4. They find Hemmer out wide. Hemmer looking in. Scores! An absolute beauty! Hemmer with his second of the night. He finds the top right-hand corner. Tigers lead 5-0. 1:16 to play. A beauty of a goal by the junior, his second of the night. Capitalizing once again on that left wing. Set up first by Matty Munns, number 13, and this time by number 14, Andrew Knapp. Tigers on fire here in the late seconds of this game. Even with 3 defensemen, they're still managing to get their offense moving. Krogan now offending the Davis now skates it in. He beats his man. Mason Buddy will defend his territory. Christoffel can't get there. Whistles go, and they'll save the extracurriculars for later with only 50 seconds remaining. Luban sent a man to the ground. Referee eagerly awaiting this D3 contest to follow. He's urging everyone to get a move on. Tigers will have a 5-on-3 on this Gumby's power play. With 47 seconds remaining, the Tigers looking to make it 6-0. Potentially enact some revenge after the Tigers were bested 4 out of 5 in the last contest with the Razorbacks. Razorbacks uneager to get embarrassed any further. So they'll hunker down on defense. Munns was looking for something. Nothing for the young man. He was looking for his second goal of the night. Andrew Knapp looking to kill the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. Tigers looking at their first win of the season now with 7 seconds on the clock. It's been a dominant performance. Watson looking for something to go. Munns looking to go for his second of the night. And that'll do it, folks. A shutout for Christoffel. His first start of the 2025-2026 season. Your Missouri Tigers beat the visiting Arkansas Razorbacks 5-0. An absolutely dominant performance. The goalie never wanted to say he was on track for it, but the Tigers so improved from last year. Defensively sound. Defensively sound. Aggressive on the forecheck. Aggressive on the back check. Eager to make plays. Eager to get defensive. Eager to get physical. Eager to get dirty. And they did it everywhere. They did everything they needed to. And every single plan of this new Locke Thompson offense and defense was well executed. Coaches will shake hands. They'll meet again tomorrow. But we've got another contest after this, folks. Our D3 side faces off against the Razorbacks D3 side in just a few moments. If you'd stick around, folks, we'll take a second and review this game, though. Let's talk a little bit about the freshmen as these gentlemen come to center ice to pray, a great tradition at the end of these games. Let's talk about the freshmen, though. Bryce Uglow for the Tigers didn't play much in the third period, but he was a force to be reckoned with. Looked absolutely solid in his debut. Thomas Vodnansky, the freshman, very physical, winning faceoffs for the Tigers. But let's talk about the men who scored tonight. Matty Munns, 2 points on the night, an apple and a goal. An apple for the Aaron Hemmer breakaway. And one for a down-low slot shot that has to be talked about. A perfect set play for the Tigers. All of these freshmen look well in the system. Mason Buddy at his native defenseman. Tigers firing on all cylinders tonight as they best the Razorbacks. I hope you're frying bacon at home, folks. Final score, Tigers 5, Razorbacks 0. I'm Mason Heller alongside Ian Paprocki and Robert Crable. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you folks in just a few minutes.